Hey everyone, it's the Nitty Professor, and I am spinning goat hair for the first time. So I thought I would give you all a little taste of what I'm up against. This stuff is so different from wool. So this is what I'm dealing with. It's a weird preparation, kind of disorganized, combed. It's sort of what I bought. It was a little pricey. I thought, I'll try something different. So it is challenging to spin because in order not to get it all kinked up, I have to really set the tension kind of high so that it just races through. Otherwise, it's going to just get all kinds of coiled up. Now, this is mixed. So this is pygora goat, and I have to draft it so quickly. It is mixed with some Angora rabbit, which I've also never spun. So it's probably about 75% pygora goat, and then the rest is equal parts merino. So there's a little wool in here, merino, and then Angora rabbit. But so you can, I don't know if you can see this, I'll try to, but it wants to kink up a fair amount. But I've got the tension set. If I was any faster, I would feel like I just had zero control over what I was doing. So I'm trying to just draft it as fast as I can to get it on there. And I suppose I could, maybe spin it a little thicker. Now, if you have experience with this kind of prep and you have suggestions, that's cool. I tend to like to spin kind of a thin yarn so that I can ply it and get then a balanced yarn out of it. Now, I suppose I could do singles with this. Might be interesting. One thing that's cool, so these fibers are pretty long. I've gotten a couple spots that are super spin and they just twist just like that. So, it doesn't seem to be a challenge, really. You just have to spin it so fast in order to keep it from kinking all up. Now, let me just show you the packaging here. This is from Dakota Pygora, that's the company. I bought this in the summer. You may or may not remember that. And it's calling it a recipe. So this, I don't know, it says on here it's got 2.1 ounces plus 5 plus 6, that's 3.8. When I weighed it, it was 2.9, so I don't know. Maybe I should have paid $45. In any case, so it says it has 2.1 ounces of gray agouti pygora blend of 90% pygora and 10% merino, plus 0.1 ounces of giant, not just Angora, but giant white Angora rabbit, and 0.6 ounces of pink merino wool. It's very smooth, and again, you can kind of see. So the pink in there is going to be your merino, and the white is the goat and the Angora. I have no idea. There are a few spots in here where the fibers get just a little bit chunked up, which is fine. I mean, it's hand spun, right? It doesn't have to be completely even. What will I do with this when I'm done? I have no idea. So basically, I'm going to end up with 3 ounces of more random yarn and figure out what to do with it. I mean, 3 ounces, I could do something with it, right? I don't know. Maybe I could mix it up with some. I have a little bit of an Angora on hand. I have some pink and blue actually would go really well with. I could make a hat. I did an Angora hat one time. And if I'm buying Angora, I like to buy it from local people who raise it because they care about their rabbits and they have them on their lap and they gently tease the fur as it is shedding. So it's totally caring type of engagement with the animals. I'm not going to get it from abroad where I have no idea how the people are treating it. But in any case, if you have experience with pygora goat and recommendations, like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't ply it. I don't know. I never spun it before. Or, maybe I shouldn't try to do it so thin. But in any case, it's very fun. And it goes fast. I'm getting through this third. I always break my yarn into thirds so I can do a 3-ply yarn. I'm getting through it really quickly. So yeah, I just thought I would share with you maybe as a little comparison. I don't know if you spin or not, If you don't, it is very, very relaxing. But just let me show you for just comparison here. I have some wool on hand so you can get an idea of the textural difference. So this is just some, you know, very basic wool. I think I got it at the flea market. I don't even know what breed this is, but let me look it up and see if I can find it out. This says it's white New Zealand. In fact, I probably combed, I don't know. I think it was prepped. I think it's kind of old, to be frank. So this says white New Zealand wool, and, you know, it has a lot of kink to the fiber in comparison to this. It's not nearly as silky. You can see how the Angora pygora kind of almost wants to statically separate itself apart. The strands are a lot straighter versus the wool here, which is, it's woolly. It's woolly. So, you know, to draft this, and for some reason when I spin this, I don't have to have the tension nearly as high. I have to kind of, you know, let it really twist a fair amount until I feel comfortable that it is going to stay together. Plus the, what do you call it? The length of the fibers, I forgot what it's called, is shorter on this. It's a lot shorter. The length of these fibers is extraordinarily long. So in any case, it is a very different spinning experience. But as I said, it's pretty fun. So if you want to watch me spin a little bit more, feel free. I'm using a Lendrum spinning wheel. A lot of you already know that. And I do, I don't know what kind of drawing technique. I'm just going to call it a short draw. I just, as it wants to attach and lengthen itself, I just kind of follow the fiber's lead. So it's important in your drafting triangle not to hold the fibers too close together, you know, as you're drawing them out. So, but yeah, this has a really long, I'm forgetting my words here, staple. That's the word I'm looking for. A very long staple, so I can kind of hold, you know, in the right hand back here, a fair distance away and draw it out. A lot of times with wool, I have to hold my hands a little bit closer together. But gonna move the bobbin back. I'm on my second layer, filling the bobbin here, and with what I have left, that will probably be enough. And as I said, I'll fill up 3 bobbins of this, and then I'll see what happens when I apply it. Very, very relaxing on a cold night. The low tonight is probably at least 0. It's going to warm up tomorrow and maybe even reach freezing. And it's supposed to warm up during the week and get cold again over the weekend, again next weekend. So just what we need. But yeah, this is just so soothing. And it makes me glad that I can spin other fibers besides wool, just to experience, you know, the nature of it and see what happens. It's like an experiment. No idea, like, how will this fiber behave once I try to knit something with it? I don't know. I also need to oil my bobbins. It's getting a little clackety again. I just bought some new oil. I got rotor oil, which is the same as I need for my French horn. So, I also have sewing machine oil that I can use on this. But, yeah. So, there you go. If you have experience with this fiber, let me know. And if you're new to spinning, let me know. Maybe I could give you some pointers. I would not call myself an expert. I'm kind of a one-trick pony when it comes to spinning. I love to do 3-ply yarn. I have done some 2-plies. I have yet to do a single yarn that I'm satisfied with. But, you know, one of these days. My friend Kelly was trying to tell me how to do sock yarn, to spin sock yarn. There are ways you have to twist it, S twist versus Z twist. I always do a Z twist when I spin and then an S twist when I ply. But you have to like mix and match the twists on sock yarn. And one of these days I'll try that with some good wool. I've also figured out what kind of wool to do for that. This would not work for sock yarn. But we'll see if I end up making a cowl or something out of it. So there you go. I hope y'all have a good week. And hope you get a tariff refund in the mail. We can dream big, right? And I got a book on Bisa Butler, so in the next few days I'm going to read through that and show y'all some of her gorgeous, gorgeous quilts. So you guys take care, and we'll talk soon. Ciao.